everyone, this is Pia Yoga here, and today by request of a friend I'm bringing you this tutorial on a transition for Ashtavakrasana. First thing first, the most important part to work into any transition or into any pose is that your body is warmed up. So I would suggest to warm up your body with 5 sun salutations A. After you have done your sun salutations, we can still do some more exercises to keep the strength on our arms, core and legs. So let's start in all fours, making sure the shoulders are on top of your wrists, and then you are going to lean a little bit more forward, making sure your fingertips are pressing down and especially the index knuckle. My back is flat, and then I'm starting to bend my elbows and coming down. So my elbows are squeezing in and I'm bending the elbows until my shoulders are more or less at the same distance and your elbows. You can always put a block like this in between your index and thumb to make sure your shoulders won't go below the elbows. Very good. Good. You can just see 5 of those ones, and then you can do the same with your knees up. Low plank or chaturanga, up. Low plank or chaturanga, up. You can rest here a little bit, pushing back. Very good. Good. Building that strength that we will need for those transitions. Great. And then rest. For the next one, we are going to do a downward facing dog, bending the elbows toward the mat without touching, and then extending. Bending them, extending. Look that my elbows are not going toward the side, but they are squeezing in. Good. Let's do 3 more. And bring them down. Very good. Now, if you want to add extra, you can bend the elbows, come forward to plank, and chaturanga. Downward dog, turbo dog, forward, low plank or chaturanga. Here. Elbows down and then plank. Nice. Preparing our body. It's always very important. It's like if you are going to cook, you need to keep the ingredients first ready. I don't cook, but that's what I have been told. For the next one, I can come into a high plank and bring the knees toward my chest. Look that my tailbone is tucked in. I'm pushing the hands away from the floor, rounding my back and bringing my knee toward my forehead with my core really active. So I'm really feeling it on my core. We are building again strength of our arms, on our arms and on our core. Once you are done with those exercises, you are going to sit on your mat. Place the hands next to where your hips, actually a little bit more forward. Okay? Bring the feet flexed so you are building more muscle energy on your quads. Look that when you flex the feet and kind of like pushing the heels forward, your quad will lift up toward the hips and they are active, they are engaged. You're bringing energy from the heels toward your hips. That's what we want. Now again, hands a little bit forward at your hips. You can place the hands flat on the mat, or you can actually work in fist for this, or you can actually use 2 blocks. Here I have them for this one. I'm going to demonstrate it with 2 blocks. Now, push the blocks down and lift your hips up. Down and up. Down and up. Now, make sure your core is active. Belly in. My hips are a little bit more back than your blocks. Again, if you are doing it with a block, it will be the same. Up and down. So really feel the core active when you are pushing the hands down. My back is rounding as much as you can. My feet are still active. My feet are still flexed. 1 more and rest. Very good. Now we're going to do the next one is with the same position of the legs, same position of the hands, but of course we are going to add a little bit more to this exercise. So we are like adding salt and pepper. So hands forward. Flexing the feet, bringing the hips up, and now bring 1 foot up, holding it for 5 seconds. Woo. make it burn. So your quads should be burning, feet flex, rounding the back, pushing the hands away from the floor. You can work again this one with a block. So let's do it here with a block, but you can keep working into that one, holding it for 5 seconds or 2 seconds, as much as you can. My hips are a little bit more back than your hands. Woo, I'm already feeling it. And then bringing it back down. This time we are going to, lifting the hips up, we are going to bring them forward and back, forward and back. So 1, 2, 3, hips up, rounding that back, pushing the hands away from the floor, and feet forward and back, forward and back, core active, and back. When you bring those hips back, you will feel it more on your abs, on your core, rounding those back. Very good. Again, you can work this one with the blocks or with fist or reached up position here. So it's easier, of course, with the blocks. This exercise is also very good to work into our core, into our abs, keep bringing consciousness into our core. So in pretty much all of the arm balances, we need an activation on our abs. We need to round that back, so we are activating the core. The more rounded it is, the more activation we have on our abs. So feel it when you arch the back, you are stretching your abs. When you are rounding it, you need to use those abs muscles to round the back. So the more you round it, the better. The more you create a space by rounding the back and extending the arms, the more you can create a space for many arm balances. So let's do this one here. So knees are going to be bent. You're going to be sitting on your heels, hands next toward your knees. And from here, bring the knees up toward your chest. Look, I'm pushing my hands away from the floor, rounding the back and bringing it down. Up and down. Core is active at all time. Abs active. Good. One more. And hold it for 5. 4, pushing the hands away from the floor, arms active, and rest. Very good. Flex again. Look at those quads, how they activate when we flex the feet. We are going to extend our torso, arms up, lower belly in, Paschimottanasana, bringing the legs, the arms forward. Inhaling, lengthening the spine, hips back, chest forward, bowing forward. Just stretching here a little bit our hamstrings. Try not to round the back, but keep pulling from those feet, pushing the hip back and chest forward. That's the action that you want to do, even if you don't come all the way down. So the objective of this pose is not go all the way down, but really lengthening your hamstring. You can always do it with a strap. So it's better to do this and work here and stay here than doing this with your back all the way around, because we will damage our lower back instead of get the benefit that we want from this pose. And then coming back up. Now we can sit toward the side, or we can keep sitting forward. I'm going to be just facing the camera. We're going to do here Konasana, activating or lengthening, a little bit more the adductors. Hands on top of the feet. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, you open the feet as if they were a book and bowing forward. Coming back up. Good. Close your knees.
Great, so now I think we are ready to work into the transition from Krounchasana to Surya Yantrasana to Eka Hasta Bhujasana to Ashtavakrasana, which was the request. So let's work.
From Krounchasana to Surya Yantrasana to Eka Hasta Bhujasana to Ashtavakrasana, which was the request. So let's work. So we're going to be sitting down with the legs straight. We're going to bend the right knee and grab the right foot with both hands. We are going to extend the leg, pushing the heel, squeezing the quad until the leg is straight. Now, if you cannot extend the leg, it's no problem. You can use a strap. That's why it's very important you have a strap for your yoga practice, as well as some blocks and of course your mat. And I'm leaving on comments a link where you can buy all these things. I have different options there that you can look at. So again, you can bend the knee, strap your foot, extend the leg. Great. Now once you are here, you want to kick the leg forward and resist with your chest first. So you are creating there a resistance. Make sure you are not rounding the back for this one. You are pushing the chest forward or bringing your chest forward and shoulders back. You keep looking toward your foot. Nice. Again, you can keep working with your foot if you don't need a strap. And then after 5 seconds of resistance, then you bend the elbows and bring that leg closer toward your chest. As much as you can. Then release that leg. Now bend that knee and pushing it back. Foot aligned with the knee, and you are pushing the foot back, opening the hip. The right hip, pushing it back with both hands. I'm going to change here into the direction of the camera so you can have a better view. So you keep pushing that knee back. Then you bring the right arm under the right leg. Bringing that leg as high as you can toward the shoulder. Keep the left foot flexed. Now you want to grab the outside edge of the foot with the left hand. Again, you can always work with a strap. Please feel free to use the strap as much as you can. Grabbing the outside edge, bowing forward, so the right hip is kind of lifting up. Then start to inner rotate the left leg, so the right toes are looking a little bit more toward the opposite side. Pushing the heel, bowing forward, until you extend that right leg. Look that my hair is under the left armpit, and then I lean back and look toward the left. Keep that leg straight. Now I can accommodate my right hand. I can bring it a little bit higher and reach up. I'm going to take my hair up. I should have tied it up. Keeping the left foot flexed. So the left quadricep is active. The right heel is pushing and looking up. Stay there for 5 seconds, 5 breaths, and then bend that right leg back again. Keeping that leg on top of the right arm. Now, let's go for what we came. So, remember the exercises we were doing? Well, this is why we were doing them. Now you bring the hands a little bit forward than your hips. Push the hands down as you lift your butt up. Here. This is the same exercise we were doing. Now I want both feet be flexed. So here, boom. So they are active, the legs are active. In here, you can work into the exercise we were doing before, shifting the hip back and forward, building strength. Or if you want to already work into your Eka Hasta Bhujasana, you keep the hips up and start to tap the foot toward the floor. Maybe if you move it toward the other side, it's going to be easier. Keep that foot flexed and until you lift that leg up. Your quadriceps should be burning. The first time I did it, it was like boom, burning. It takes a while, it takes practice, but that's what you want to do. Again, tap, but keep that foot flexed. If you have it here disengaged, it's never going to stay up. You need to activate that foot. Good. Now, stay in this pose for 5 breaths before taking it to Ashtavakrasana. Why? Because we want to create a strength of our body. And because we are working step by step in each pose. Each pose gives us some benefits. So it's important you stay on each pose at least for 5 breaths. Okay, so let's say you already bring that leg up and you are here after 5 breaths. Now what do you want? You want to bring that left foot on top of the right one. Both feet are flexed. Start to bend the elbows like if you were doing chaturanga. Here, both shoulders parallel toward the floor. And then push the heels. You push the right heel, so it lifts up the left leg. And then you got it. Again, 5 breaths. Work into extending those legs by pushing the right heel especially. But I would say both heels will help you to keep both legs straight as you can. Now we did the right side, now we need to do the left side, right? So again, let's work. I'm going to do this one, facing again the camera, the whole transition. Grabbing the left foot, extending the leg, activating the quadricep, inhaling, lower belly in, exhale, then bend the elbows and bring that leg closer toward your chest. Keep looking toward your big toe, keeping the right foot flexed. belly in, keep the activation on the quad, and then bend that knee, pushing it back, opening the hip. That's why we were doing some hip opener before. Left arm under, bringing the left leg on top of that arm, and I grab it with the, I'm going to put my hair back, I'm going to grab it with my right hand from the outside edge. I bow forward first, I create a space, and then inner rotate that leg, push the heel, extend that leg, and then lean back. Again here, I kind of move my hand a little bit more back. I keep flexing both feet, keep the extension, keep looking up, smile, breathe, and then bringing it back on top of your arm. Hands forward, flexing both feet, and hips up. Good. My teacher was angry with me one day because I wasn't flexing that foot. So now I remember, that's good. And now, again, you want to lift it up. You can lift up like that, stay there, 5 breaths, and then bringing it on top. In Ashtanga, they do it the opposite side, but here, I do it with the right leg on top for the left side. Pushing the heels. You want to clear the space in your arms and your legs. And then bringing it back down. There are many transitions that you can keep going after Ashtavakrasana. You can work into Krounchasana too and Ashtavakrasana from there. I have more videos there. Maybe I'll do it right now just to show up. I'm kidding. But you need the strength on your core. That's why it's very important you do those exercises that we did previously. So I'm going to show it here. From Ashtavakrasana, if you are going to transition toward the Krounchasana 2, you need to push the hands and create space for the left foot to go back. I have the window back, so I'm not going to go all the way back, but that's what I wanted to show you. You need to create that space. That's why the exercises, again, we were doing, rounding the back, pushing the hands toward the floor. It's very important to create that strength on your abs. Well, I hope you have liked it. I'm already sweating, so I hope you are sweating, and I hope you are feeling stronger and you are motivated to keep trying. Again, it's very important you warm up before and you work always with your breath. Don't get frustrated. Most of us who have been doing this, we have done it for years. We practice daily, so that's very important as well. Consistency. Consistency is key. Take time, it takes time, and enjoy the ride. Namaste.